Hi, welcome to the weekly presser with Dr. Alvin Parker of the Virginia Union University football team. Coach, you had a big win this past Saturday over Winston-Salem State University, 31-13. Can you give us some thoughts on the game, please?
I thought it was another good week of preparation leading up to the game, and like I said, I said that earlier in the week, I thought the kids did a great job of executing and kind of following through with that. So, and Winston-Salem's a good team. I think the last few teams we played, CIAA teams have been extremely good, extremely well coached. So, I was happy that, we came out of this one with a W, a league victory. So that always means a little bit more. And, again, just another opportunity where you can see your kids getting better. So I was happy about that.
We're currently number 2 in the CIAA, right behind Johnson C. Smith. And I was just wondering, how does this upcoming game with this Saturday in the Lucille Brown Community Youth Bowl feature against Elizabeth City State, coached by your old assistant coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's another game. I think, everybody know the familiarity with the game and, the friendship that me and Coach Hill you have. But, it's another game. It's another league game, like I said before. So it's an opportunity for our guys to go out and do the same thing we did the last couple of weeks, stack some good days, have a couple good practices, and kind of get ready for it, So, and we had a good one today, so I'm pretty excited about that.
We're going to open up the floor now for questions. Gary, if you wouldn't mind starting us off.
Sure, no problem. Coach, nice win, of course, the other day against Winston-Salem State. For the last 2 weeks, the 2 conference games, what have you been emphasizing or focusing on after a 1-2 start that has put you in the position that you're in right now?
Nothing real different, Gary. I mean, I think our team know the routine. We just lost a couple ball games. I don't think you go back and try to recreate the wheel. You do the things that kind of got you there. I always kind of tease the guy, say, you dance with the girl you brought to the party. You don't get there and really try to do anything different. So we didn't go back and recreate anything or do anything different. I thought we lost 2 good competitive ball games early in the season, and I like the focus that the guys kind of came back in and been able to get the last 2.
Coach, we talked about this in the post game the other day, down at the stadium on the field, and that was the running back situation just in general. Not only is it Jada Byers, not only is it really Curtis Allen, but now Jerome Jones has kind of joined that trio, that triumvirate, if you will. Can you just speak a little bit about the depth that you have back there and the ability, if necessary, to close games out in the fourth quarter by running the football?
I mean, when you run the ball, good things happen. So we lay our head on that around here, but we know we can throw it as well. We have a bunch of good receivers that we do it with. But to talk about those 3 guys that have been kind of carrying the load for us in the backfield, all 3 of them are special. They get it done. So whether you got it in a closeout situation in a game or a game when you kind of open it up, I think all 3 of those guys can just flat out get it done.
Were you resting Jada in that fourth quarter of the last few drives? At that point in the game?
No. Like I said, we have 3 capable guys, so I think people see the feature of Jada Byers all the time, but we have 3 capable guys that can get it done. So it was just a matter of just kind of going with what we normally do. So we've seen games with Jada kind of close it out, but the last few weeks we've been able to take some of the load off of them and kind of do something different a little bit. So I think it's been pretty good to show the depth of that backfield.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you talk a little bit more about Mark Wright and how he's kind of, I don't know if he's taken over the role necessarily, but he certainly has fulfilled, I'm sure, your expectations at quarterback.
Definitely. Anybody that we put behind the center for us, we feel like, Coach Benson does a great job in preparing them. So whether it's Mark or whether it's RJ or, one of the other guys back there, we feel like, they're going to be extremely prepared. We take pride in that, making sure that our quarterback's prepared when we get out there on the field. And Mark's been doing that, the last couple of weeks. So, we're happy with his performance, but again, we have a room of guys that can get it done and we feel good about.
And for the second week in a row, Coach, you shut down a pretty high-powered offense. Just talk a little bit about the defense and what they've been able to accomplish the last couple of weeks.
I think they're doing a great job. I think the red zone defense has been pretty good. We forced quite a bit of turnovers this past weekend, so that was something that was good. We got to the quarterback, in a relentless manner. I thought that was good. Some of the things like that, I thought them guys did extremely well. That didn't necessarily happen in some of the other games. So that was something that was good. And Coach Pointer had preached a lot of things that week to them on that side of the ball, and I think they executed it. So it was something. Like I said, it was something good to watch.
And Stephen McKinney picked up that fumble and ran it into the end zone for a touchdown. I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that was his first touchdown in his career. What kind of conversation happened on the sideline after that?
Look, he always begged for the ball, and he got his opportunity, popped right in his hands. So just one of those things. You don't want that to happen, because we pride ourselves on necessarily not putting the ball on the ground, but it kind of couldn't have bounced to a better person. He was blocking all day for those guys and kind of doing it, and it popped right in his hands. And I guess that's just how the football guys work. So, but I ain't gonna say I'm happy for him, but I'm glad he was in the right place at the right time.
Not a lot of teams even use fullbacks these days anymore.
Well, we do. Look, and for all the recruits out there, looking at this, we still use fullbacks. So, it's something that, again, our offense does. And, it's not a forgotten position around here. And those guys still get an opportunity.
Gotcha.
Coach, again, thank you. This Saturday, 1 o'clock, against Elizabeth City State in Hubby Stadium, it's the Dr. Lucille Brown Community Youth Bowl. Coach, we will talk to you then, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.